Jai Hind student, myself Pancham Singh, Assistant Professor in IT Department, AKGEC Ghaziabad. I am going to discuss the second lecture on software quality. So in this lecture, I will discuss about the capability of a software product to conform to requirement. And second point is we can also say quality software. Third is there are several formal definition of software quality. So software quality basically consists of many parameters: how you will design the software, how it is more user friendly, who will access the software. So that these are the parameters basically focus on the design of the person who are designing the software and who are going to use the software. So on the basis of that, you will define that which type of quality you are going to provide for developing a software. So we are going to discuss about the definition of the software quality. It should do what customer want for it. So what is the customer requirement of the quality of the software? Which type of software customer want for their personal use, their professional use, their business use. So this is the first point where it depends upon the design of the software on the basis of customer requirement. Now in the second point, it should provide all those features for which software was developed. So we will design the software on the basis of the customer requirement and which type of features customer want. So you will focus on that points. What are the requirement and what are the required feature of the customer. So on the basis of that, you will design the software. So software quality, basically, it is mainly focused on the customer requirement. Which type of software customer want, what are the methodology want to design a software defined by the customer. So everything is depend upon the customer. Now move for the next point. Software design should be good. So if you are going to design a software, so definitely you will focus on user requirement, user friendliness. So if you are going to design a software, how much it is user friendly, how much customer they can directly access the software, so how easily they can access the software. So these are the parameters through which we are going to design a software, or you can say a quality of the software. So software design is one concern and the quality of the software is another concern. If you're going to design a software, definitely it will be user friendly. Now next point is the attractive color should be used. So if you're going to design a software, so definitely it will be more attractive so that user can easily access the software, user can easily know the document, file, folder, everything which are available in the software. They can easily interact with the color code, or you can say directly interact with the software with the help of the colors. Now move for the next point is the font should be attractive and easy to understandable. So which type of font you are going to use in the software? So font size must be more clear so that user can easily read the software, easily access the software, through which it will not face any problem or it will not face any challenges. Now move for the next point is the software should be maintainable. If you are going to design a software, definitely you will focus on the maintainability of the software. So it must be maintainable. Maintainable means if you're going to change the software, if you're facing some bugs, some error in the software, so definitely it will be maintainable. Otherwise, it will be not a software, it is behave as a hardware. If some area of software get defected, working of other parts should not be disturbed too much. Let's say if one part of the software is not properly work, so it will not affect to the another part of the software, or you can say another part of the another module of the software. So software is integrated in a group, but it will not affect to another modules, and the results of the software will not totally based on that particular fault which will occur in a particular region. Software should have good fault tolerance. So if you're going to design a software, definitely you will focus on the fault tolerance in software engineering or software design. So if you're going to design a quality of software, so definitely we have some questions. The first question is, ask a question to yourself, is the software value for the money? So our first question, if you're going to design a software, the cost of the software is value for the money or not? The first question. Now move for the second question, is it saving the time? If you're going to design a software, so definitely we will focus on the time of the software. Now move for the third question, is it saving the money in any sense? And last one, is it making the company organization grow faster? So these are the four important questions generally occur when we are going to design a software, or you can say you are going to design a quality of the software. So these are the parameters, these are the main questions generally occur when you are going to design a good software. So how you can say a software design is a good, how a software is value for money, how a software is time saving, how a software is saving mainly used for the company for growth. So these questions basically comes in a mind when we are going to design a software. It focus on two basic fundamentals. If you're going to design a software, the first question is that, or you can say first point is quality of design. So quality of design means if you're going to design a software, so definitely which type of tools or which type of techniques, which type of methodology we are going to use for developing or designing that particular software. So quality of design is the main part, the main theme of designing of a software that gives a good quality of software. So characteristics of items or tools used by the designer, which type of methodology like top-down approach, bottom-up approach, object-oriented language, structure-based language, which type of techniques, which type of methodology a designer are using to designing a software, because definitely it will affect on the quality of the software. Now move for the second point is the quality of performance. So degree to which design specification are follows manufacturing the product of software. So which type of specification basically we are using to designing or developing that particular software, that is called quality of performance. Some major characteristics of software qualities generally we will discuss here. The first major characteristics of software quality is the reliability. If you're going to discuss about the reliability of the software, so how much software is reliable, how much software is flexible, how much software is user friendly. So these are the major concerns whenever you are going to design a software. Now second point is efficiency of a software. So if you're going to design a quality software, so definitely you will focus on the efficiency of the software. Definitely you will focus on the security of the software. So how much security is provided by that software. That is the third and most important point. Now move for the fourth important point is maintainability. As I have already discussed about that, maintainability is the main concern about the software. If you are going to design a software and that software already launched in market, so which type of challenges you are facing after using that particular software, that can be maintainable or not, that can be error free or not, how can you find out the bugs and errors, how can you maintain that particular software at that time when you are facing the challenges. Now last important point is the size of the number of codes. Size means how many lines of code we are using to design a software, how you can reduce the number of lines of the code, how it is more user friendly for users. So mainly we are going to discuss about the software quality. So definitely we will discuss about the reliability, we will discuss about the efficiency, we will discuss about the security, maintainability and size of the software. So these are the parameters basically that measure the quality of the software. So what is the reliability? The term reliability measures the level of risk and the likelihood of the potential application failures. So reliable means how much reliable, how much level of risk you will measure for developing a software. if you're going to develop a software, so definitely which type of risk, which type of challenges you will solve at the time of the software, that is called the reliability of the software. Now move for the second point, or you can say the attributes of the reliability. Which type of parameters, which type of attributes we will discuss in the reliability. The first reliability terms is the correctness. How much correct your software. Second point is the consistency and precision. How much consistent and how much precision for that particular software which you have designed for the users. Now third one is the robustness. How much robustness it is for users, and how you will solve the problem of the users, what type of challenges users are facing, and how you will design a software which is more reliable for the user, so that you can say you are designing a good quality of software. Now next one is the simplicity. How much simplicity is the software, how everyone can easily know the functionality of the software, know the features of the software, easily access the software, that is called the simplicity of the software. And next one is the traceability of the software, how software is traceable in reliability. So these are the attributes of the reliability in the designing of the good quality of software. So these are the definition of the reliability. The reliability means the extent to which a software performs its intended functions without failure. So how a software is reliable in terms of what is the performance of that particular software without failure. Now second point is the correctness of the software. So correctness means the extent to which a software meets its specification. So how much it is correct for that particular inputs and giving the particular output, that is the correctness of the software. Now third point is the consistency and precision. The extent to which a software is consistent and give results with precision. So how software is consistent, how is consistently giving the result with that particular input, with that particular precision. So we are discussing about the consistency and precision of the software. What about the robustness? The extent to which a software tolerates the unexpected problems. So which type of problems we are facing at the running of the software, at the runtime we are facing the different challenges, different problems, that is called the robustness. So robustness means in one word you can simply say that the extent to which a software tolerates the unexpected problems which will occur at the execution of the software, at the time of the using of the software. So that is called the robustness. Now move for the fifth point, that is simplicity. The extent to which a software is simple in its operation. So how software is simple, if you're going to use the software, so definitely if it will be more simple, then number of users can easily access the software, use the software, and increase the volume of usability of that particular software. If software is complex, so very few people they can use the software, they can access the software, and you cannot limit the software or usability of the software. So our target is, if you're going to increase the quality of the software, definitely our first target is to design a simple software so that every user, every person, they can access the software, they can operate the software. Now move for the next point is the traceability, the extent to which an error is traceable in order to fix up. Traceability means if you are facing any errors, you are facing any problem, so definitely our target is to fix up that errors at the designing of the software. Now next and last point is the usability, the term of effort required to learn and understand the function of the software, that is called the usability. So usability means if you are going to learn the software, if you are going to understand the software, so are you ready to understand the software? Are you ready to understand the software? So it depends upon the design of the software. So in which manner a software is designed and how you can easily understand the software, how you can easily understand the function of the software. So these are the usability of the software. If you have designed a complex software, so few people, they can understand the software, they can use the software, they can face the challenges of the software. So these are the parameters basically. If you're going to design a quality software, so you must focus on these parameters. So these parameters are very important. So now I am going to discuss about the usability. So what is usability basically? So usability means accuracy. Usability means clarity and accuracy of documentation. Usability means compatibility of operational environment, completeness, efficiency, and testability. So usability basically focus on these parameters. So usability means you can easily understand the software, you can easily check the accuracy of the software, clarity of the software, documentation, conformity of the operational environment, completeness, efficiency, and testability. So if you are usable for that particular software, it means that your software is quality product, or you can say you are producing the quality of the software. So accuracy basically define the meeting specification with precision. So if you're going to check the accuracy of that particular software, so how you will check the accuracy of that particular software? On the basis of specification which are already given, and we are checking the specific results. What about the clarity and accuracy of documentation? The extent to which documents are clearly and accurately written, so that everyone can understand the document, read the document, and know the theme of the documentation which are written for going to design a software. What is the next point is the conformity of operational environment, the extent to which a software is in conformity of operational environment. Now next point is the completeness, the extent to software which a software has specified functions. So completeness means if you are going to design a software, so definitely we are going to design a software for specification functions. Now move for the next point is the efficiency of the software, the amount of computing resources and code required by software to perform a function. So how you are going to check the efficiency of a software? So definitely if you are going to check the efficiency in terms of amount of computing resources and code required by software to perform a function. If you are going to perform a function, so which type of resources, which type of functions we are required to check the efficiency of that particular software. What is the testability? The effort required to test the software to ensure the perform its intended functions. So which type of intended functions are given already, and we are going to test the required function or required features. Maintainability, I have already explained. You are going to face any challenges at the runtime. We are using the software and we are facing the bugs, we are facing the errors. So maintainability is the words where you will maintain the software. You can find out the errors. We can find out the errors and remove that particular bugs. So time to time we will maintain the software, maintain in terms of their accuracy, maintain in the terms of their results. So maintainability is further divided into some attributes. The first attribute is the accuracy and clarity of the documentation. Second is the modularity, readability, and simplicity. So maintainability basically focus on these four parameters. And now move for the adaptability. So adaptability means modifiability, expandability, and portability. If you are going to modify a software, so you can modify the software, you can expand the software, you can port the software. So these are the parameters basically comes in the adaptability of the software. So modularity basically consists of, it is the extent of ease to implement, test, debug, and maintain the software. So modularity means if you are going to test the errors, test the bugs, so definitely we will test the everything of the software, and you are going to find out the problems which are generally occur in the software. What is the readability? That the extent to which a software is readable in order to understand. If you are going to readable a software, so definitely you are going to understand the software. So understand the software is focused on readability of the software. What about the adaptability? The extent to which a software is adaptable to new platform and technologies. So if you are going to check the adaptability of the software, so definitely you will check the new technology and performance, new platform and technologies which is adaptable. What about the modifiability? The effort required to modify a software during maintenance phase. So modify at the maintenance phase where generally you are facing the problem. So you can modify the software as per the requirement. Expandability, you can extend the software as per the requirement. Portability, you can port the software as per the requirement. So these are the basically features comes in the adaptability. So adaptability and maintainability, these two terms are very important for designing a good quality of software. So now I am going to discuss about the software quality models. So if we are going to discuss about the software quality model, so definitely we are going to discuss about the two important models. That is, first model is the MAC called software quality models. So what is the MAC called software quality model? Means we are going to discuss about the two different model, MAC called software model and Bohem software quality model. So we are going to discuss the MAC called software quality model. So first MAC called software quality model is divided into three important parts, three important parameters. So first parameter, first part is the product transition, second product revision, and third is the product operation. So what is the product transitions? So product transition means portability, reusability, and interoperability. So these three terms comes in the product transition. Now next I am going to discuss about that product revision means maintainability, flexibility, and testability. These three terms comes in the product revision. Now we are going to discuss about that. The third one is the product operation, correctness, efficiency, integrity, reliability, and usability. These four terms which are occur in the product operation. So MAC called software quality model basically divided into three parts, and these are the important sub parts which are discussed. So product operations. So product operations basically divided into these important factors. The first one is the correctness, efficiency, integrity, reliability, and usability. So these are the factors which are related to the operation of product are combined, and these are the important factors of the product. So what is the reliability? Reliability deals with the failure to provide service. They determine the maximum allowed software system failure rate and can refer to the entire system or to one or more of its separate functions. So that is called the reliability. Reliability basically deals with the failure of the services which are generally provided by the software. What about the correctness requirements are defined in a list of the software systems required output. So the correctness requirement, that is the first point, is the output mission, accuracy of the output, completeness of the output, up to date of the information, availability of the information, the standard for coding and documenting of the system. So these are the corrective actions we will discuss after failure of the software. Now what is the integrity? So integrity required to deal with the software systems, security. And what about the security? Security deals with the which type of security are required for designing a software when it will compile for the going to launch that particular phase. So integrity required basically deals with the software system security. So how your software is secure, how your software is reliable. So we are going to discuss about the integrity of the software. So now I am going to discuss about the efficiency. Efficiency deals with the hardware resources needed to perform all functions of the software system in conformance to all the other requirements. What about the reusability? Usability basically deals with the scope of staff resource needed to train a new employee and to operate the software system. What is the testability? Testability requires deal with the testing of an information system as well as with its operation. So these are called the testability of the software. What about the capability of the software? Capability and effort required to support adaptive maintenance activities are covered by the flexibility requirements. So these are the capability of the software. What about the portability of the software? Portability required tend to adoption of a software system to other environment. So how it is portable for other environment, like you have developed a software in India. Now you are going to use that software in abroad. So is this software is working at that particular place or not? So you can say your software is portable. So I am going to discussing about the last point is the reusability. So reusability required deals with the use of software modules originally designed for one project in a new software project currently being developed. So you are going to design a new software. So how your code is reusable for developing a new software, that is called the reusability of software. So generally in software development, these terms are very popular, that is called the reusability of the software. Thank you very much.